Today I'll be showing you how to make this like swirl red. Can't really see the swirl because I've been playing with it and mixing it, but here's a better example. It's kind of red. It was supposed to be cake, but I mixed it with a purple and blue swirl right next to it to make a heart, but that one broke. Um, so kind of like that swirl thing. And what you're going to need is either rose red, which is a darker red, or regular red. I'll show you rose red. Rose red is darker than red. So I currently use this because it gets it a lighter touch. But if you use this, it gives it an even more lighter touch. So I'm going to just try this. That's what rose red looks like. It looks like a more velvet type. And I use for that one just sparkly rose red by just I put a pearl on my hand, then I washed it off, sparkle was still there, then I took some of this and I just rubbed it in the sparkle. I also have rose red or just dark red and sparkly, but I don't want to use that yet. So first, just take a sheet of red clay, just soften it and roll it out. Then you're gonna cut out just the edges that are uneven. You don't have to make it perfect. I'm just cutting off the edges to make it a perfect or just a square. Not really a square, just cut off the edges. Okay. And then you want to take your white. I'm gonna just rub off my hands real quick. You want to take a smaller amount, as you see, just transfer, but that's fine because I mean because it's already gonna mix with red. So just take your white, which hair is in, um, and it got a little bit dirt, but it's fine. Then you're gonna just roll it in a ball and put it on. Then just roll it up like fondant. And I actually measured already, so I already knew what to cut to for it to be like perfect. This is also a step of making a baby because it ends up like this, and then all you just have to do is just cut off it, that, and then do the face and stuff and do the hair. But with 9%, let's go on. Okay, so now it doesn't really matter if you have a perfect circle or just have a white circle inside red fondant piece. Then, now just break it apart with your fingers, and then excuse me. You'll just have that little part, the white part, and then just mix it by itself. Don't mix it to the point where it turns red. Just rip it, just so it could get that swirl color. So you see, this is just one swirl color. You don't have to get all of it, but I'm gonna show you a pattern on how to do this. with a needle and a ballpoint, this is a way you can do another pattern I learned. So after that step where you put the white inside the red, you're going to take another piece of white, roll it out into a nice thin piece. Into a really thin snake. Like one part is thick and then another part is thin. And then I'm going to take my blade and cut it off to a perfect size. Approximately just 3 inches. Or 2.5. Then place it in like a zigzag motion. Kind of like this. And with 8%, let me hurry up. So I just do this with the zigzag potion. Well, with 3 inches, you'll probably get a bigger amount, but with 1 or probably 2.5, you'll get it just right. Depending on how big your size of the thing is. See, mine just came out just right. It just went to that little part, which we do not want to do. So now just roll that up. And then, like you see you have white in the middle and maybe on the sides a little bit. Then just take some, you have to have some left over. Not from this pie that you already made, from this pie that you did the zigzag. Then you're going to just roll that out too. Then cut it into a fondant shape, approximately 1.5 inch. The width should be about 1.5 inch also. Same length, same width. And it's gonna be shorter before you do this. It's gonna be very short. Well, you could just take pieces and then just go along that line that when you closed it, just go along it. This will create the pattern also at the closing. So when you cut it in half, it just gives it a nice little touch. And you could just add little pieces of this velvety color around or maybe on the inside. Okay, so I taught you how to do this. To add more white, you could just add more white or just bend it more. As you see, I did not want that to happen for it to like blend in as this one. With this one, I think it's a very good match. So now you could just roll it into a nice log, a thick snake. And as I did the Socraftastic swirl cookies, and this is inspired by it. So now I'm just taking one thick slice and cutting it in the middle, as I already did. I just joined 2 pieces together and cut it at the ends, so it looks like 2 split ones. And then approximately 1/4 an inch, and then just place it around as a belt. Mine fit just perfectly. Now just cut it. So first, you see I have this nice little swirl, and these I'm baking as red velvet cookies with these zigzag inside. So here my zigzag turned out to be. I really like that. That's really nice. And then when you get up and you have like all these little velvet pieces around it, That's a really nice touch. And I'm cutting thick pieces because I'm not a big fan of cookies or polymer clay. And I have one that has that white background, which I don't want to see any more red on the outside, so I'm just outing the white so it could just be a flat white background. And I like this one because it just has more swirl in it. And then the others you can just now flatten, as you see here. Okay, so these are a nice little shape. So this is how you make this velvet nice little color. And if you want a tutorial on a 2-slice cake or just this velvet one, just comment below. Please like this video and subscribe. Thank you and bye.